Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. I'm just saying show. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. I'm just saying show.
Welcome, everybody, back to I'm Just Saying Live. It's that Hump Day Wednesday, and I am so super excited to be in front of you guys. We have a really great show planned for you guys today, and I'm ready to get it underway. Now, work was trying to take my fellas out. I have been busy bee. Y'all know I don't normally work a 9 to 5, but I've been trying to do the FEMA thing again. So I've been traveling all around Houston, helping everybody with what they have going on in the way of the damages when it comes to things like that. But y'all know I have my partner for life who is always trying to stand in the gap for me, Mr. Call Me Ant. He is here. What's up, Ant? How you doing? Oh, you just gonna wave? You're not gonna say nothing?
I almost say good morning. What's up? What's happening, everybody? Can y'all hear me?
No more.
Can y'all hear me?
They can definitely hear you. Now he's been going through
Hey, I've been missing y'all.
Really? You've been missing
I
everybody?
miss y'all. Yeah, I miss
Oh,
everybody. Ain't got nobody to talk to.
oh Lord. Why you what about me?
You, my wife. I need somebody else to talk to.
so
I
so
can
you don't want
tell
so
you everything.
you don't want to talk to me like that. Well anyway,
Uh,
y'all know that we always like to start off with a recap of things that have gone on. And before we get into our special guest, because we have a super duper special guest that I cannot wait for you guys to talk to, because I think she will hone in on a lot of things that a lot of you entrepreneurs are going through right now, because we are definitely in one of those periods so where everybody needs to push real hard, and we're going to try to get you motivated, okay, in our business matters highlight, because your business matters to us. Y'all know I love me some business talk, okay? But first up, I want to add to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, we had our scholarship recipients come out to the event this weekend, AUA 2024, and we are so super excited. I need you to go and check us out at auacharity.com, and you can read a little bit about each one of our people. We have Alexis Heard here and Lucas. They were our award recipients for this year, and I'm super excited that they were able to make it. We had a really good time this weekend, giving back to the city, especially when it's such a huge time of need. Big had to miss the shenanigans this weekend. He had a lot going on. Here's a picture. We were trying to get ourselves together, us and some of the happy campers that came out, who got backpacks, who got undergarments. They walked away with snow cones. They got to play in the bouncy house. We had a couple of games for them. We had a really good time this weekend. So if you missed it, try to make it next year. It'll always be on the same weekend. We can't wait to see you then. Remember that we accept donations all year long, and we also have activities all year long. If you'd like us to come and be part of your back to school program, we would love to be there. Okay. So
look like y'all was packed. Look like a lot of people was there.
we did. We had a lot of people come out, and I wish Tucker was on here because he could attest to the fact it was still hot like always, but I think we
Huh?
managed to heat. Yes, I think we managed to heat a lot better than we have in the past couple of years, because we were catching some scorchers.
What other activities did y'all have?
So we did a shoot off. Kids got to
Bas-
win prizes for they did the prize wheel, and we're
basketball?
yes, for basketball. We did
What?
some foot races. I know you brought them hula hoops, but I don't know why you bought them hula hoops that you had to put together. So, baby, we put them down. I'm just saying we weren't gonna be able to do
They
all.
what? The hula hoop wasn't huluing.
Not if we had to put it together. I don't even know why you bought that. I hope you hurry up and take that one back. Okay. Now, y'all know today, we're definitely going to be talking about Kamala. Okay. Y'all know we are also going to be talking a little bit about Meg the Stallion. Okay. And we are going to get into our touchy subject, which is super touchy. And it's going to talk all about loyalty. So, I've got one of my definitions for y'all, and our movie scoop's going to be coming up. So, in just a little bit here, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking to Miss Martha E. Now, she is a fashionista like no other. She has started a business and centered it around her fashion and her giftedness when it comes to styling people exactly the right way. I've talked to Martha before in the past, and I cannot wait to introduce you guys to her. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love, love, love to introduce you to Miss Martha E. Hello, lady. How are you doing?
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Well,
Awesome, awesome.
that is good. How have you been doing?
I've been amazing. No complaints. Just trying to get through everything with the hurricane and just getting business back into order.
Y'all, here in Houston, we definitely have to talk about that because business owners are definitely, because we call this our business matters highlight. Business owners are definitely dealing with that. Everybody lost money. Y'all know that I am an entrepreneur myself. It's just in my spirit. I do everything on me. Okay.
Right.
And so it's very hard to come back from something like this, especially when some of these companies did not have power for up to 10 days. How did you fare through the storm?
So my home was out of power. However, I do have a generator, but my warehouse was out of power. And actually the tornado happened right after my anniversary collection where I had dropped like 48 pieces. I had over 1,300 orders. And so I always print the night before. So like it was Sunday night, I did what I normally do, printed my orders. And so I had already set the customers tracking numbers, which was for like 200 orders because that's how many we do a day. And it was no way that we can do it because it was no electricity, no lights, but because I had already set their tracking numbers. Some customers don't understand. They don't, first of all, some of them don't know I'm in Houston. And then some just don't understand. And then we just gonna keep it real. Some don't care. They don't
Some do
care that
not
it was a
care. They want their
hurricane. They
stuff
like,
when
Right.
I
they
want my stuff. So for me, we had flashlights, we had cell phones, and we had to at least ship those orders that we had did the tracking numbers in. And then my daughter's apartment had internet. So, she's staying like a little bougie apartment. And I was like, girl, look, you pay a lot of rent over here. I went set up with my printer
what you say, this
and
this
my
is the
shipping
company
labels.
today.
Yes, and I set up in their main office and I printed, and it was so funny. Her leasing agent was like, "What was your mom doing here?" Isa was like, "Don't pay her no mind." But it was for me, my integrity is I'm really big on integrity. So I was like, I have to get these people orders out. Like I understand there's a
Right.
hurricane. I understand we don't have lights, but I have to try to do as much as I can to get the orders out. And that's what I did. And it was very hard. It was hot, very hot. It was like 90-degree weather, no air conditioning, no lights. Like we
But
did the
ladies
best that
and
we
gentlemen,
could.
if you think you out there hustling, I hope you're listening to this. You telling everybody you hustling hard, you putting this into your business, and you can't understand why it's not going the way you want it to go. You got to put this kind of effort. You have to be
Yes,
willing to be, like she said, hold your integrity and do the things that people expect, even when it's hard.
right,
Even,
right.
Work,
even when it's
working in the dark with flashlights.
In the dark
That's
with
a lot.
flashlights. I was like, look, Jesus, um, I need you to come down and give us some type of air or something.
Light
And it
and
was
air, right?
and it was
because this
very
the
hard
flashlights for me.
because, like I said, everybody don't understand. And thank God, like UPS wasn't running, the post office wasn't running. So we just had the people packages just sitting in there. So what I did every day is I did a video to show my followers like, hey, you got a tracking number. It's not moving, but your package is, it's ready to go. We're just waiting for them to pick it up. And so after like 3 days, UPS finally came and the post office finally came and picked up the packages. But it was so hard.
Just
Um,
trying to keep up.
just trying to keep up and just trying to get it done because like I said, a lot of people don't know I'm in Houston,
Mhm.
and people that want their packages, people had vacations planned,
Right.
so my whole thing was like, Lord, I got to get these people packages out.
Well, I'm glad that it worked out for you. I know that we kind of jumped ahead, everybody, because we got excited talking about this horrendous event, not one event that happened, because we had the tornado and then backdoor with the hurricane and winds, and so in some aspects, let's say this, people are about to get a lot of help because of all y'all done filed claims. But I want Martha to be able to tell you about what type of business she has and how she started it. Okay, I know we jumped past that. I know you can tell it has something to do with clothing, but we need to really get into the details on that part. So tell them about your business and where they can follow you.
So I have a clothing boutique, plus size clothing, and I also do regular size clothing. So pretty much size small to 3X. And you can follow me on Instagram at Amory Boutique. And my website is shopamaryboutique.com. My brand caters to the classy woman, the sophisticated woman, the brunch woman, the vacation woman, pretty much just a woman who wants to look good at all times, curvy, but not afraid to wear nice, exclusive pieces for the body, for the curvy body.
And I have to say this, the things that I have seen, ladies and gentlemen, always look nice and feminine.
Yes.
You have to keep that piece in there. I like that. I know that, a lot of things have kind of gone to the tomboyish look and things of this nature, but your pieces do look very feminine, because the
Thank
women
you.
do have curves. So I appreciate that, as a woman, because I still like to dress girly. So sometimes,
Yes.
people like to say you look overdressed and this, that, and other. It's just because y'all didn't come from a time where people was putting on clothes to go everywhere. Okay.
Right.
We was getting dressed to go everywhere. So I would love to go back to a time where the ladies had the dainty, things on the dresses, the pinks, the florals, things of that nature. But
Hmm.
I like denim too, but I do
Yes.
like that about your stuff.
Well, everything is denim right now. I mean, everything is denim
Yes, right now
down.
it's denim.
With Beyonce and with the rodeo and with, I mean, everything is just denim, denim, denim. Like every week when I have a drop, I at least have 2 to 3 denim looks.
Okay. Anthony, I was gonna ask, from a male perspective, say when you're going online and you're shopping for a woman, what is it something that you look for?
What my wife like.
You better. No, no, I just,
Honestly, you got to know what your person likes. And a lot of guys be trying to order things for their women, their girlfriends, moms, whatever. But if it's a woman in your life, you need to know what she like and what she doesn't like.
Hmm.
And, just pay attention or sometimes just simply ask.
okay.
So
Yeah.
Now I want
I
to
won't
say
get nothing
this.
wrong.
Since you do also cater to plus size women, how do you go about selecting pieces that you feel like, look good on women of plus sizes? Because I know
So
everything. There's tons of things that look great on people with curves that aren't gonna look good on me because I'm a stick. Look,
So for me, I'm very big on making sure that I am the answer to everybody's questions. So I make sure I have things for people who are curvy at the bottom. I make sure I have things for people who are bigger at the top and small at the bottom. So you want to cater, you want to
mm,
have like peplum pieces for them. You want to have pieces that disguise the stomach area. And I just make sure that I'm the answer to everybody. I have something for you to wear to brunch. I have something for you to wear if you just go and run errands.
brunch is a big
So
thing right now,
yes, and
right?
I have something for you to wear to church. So I try to look for pieces that if you are going to church and you're wearing it with heels, then later if you're going to go to brunch or go out to eat later with your friends, that you could just put some cute slides on. So I try to have overall pieces that you can not wear just one time for one occasion, but that you could wear for many occasions, and that you're getting getting the value for your buck.
Okay,
Can I
I
can I
absolutely.
answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Um, Okay, I hear you saying about the looks, the clothing, and everything that you have everything to fit all the different women. But is there a way that they can come out and try on some of your clothing, like at a store or anything?
So we are online only. I
Online
did have
only.
a
Okay.
store before. I had a store before COVID, but to be honest with you, even with Houston being my biggest market, everybody
Uh-huh.
still ordered online. And then of
Uh-huh.
Oh,
course with
okay.
COVID, everything was online. Now 2 weeks ago, we had for my anniversary, my 8-year anniversary, I did a $10 warehouse sale. And so
Mm,
we opened it to the public. And when I tell you it was over 200 women in line,
wow.
so
What?
it kind of made it in the heat. It was like hot, but we had Gatorade, we had water, we had light bites. But it kind of like was like, ooh, should I open the store back up? Then I was like, nah, 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 nah. Like, nah, I'm
Let me
not gonna
tell
do
you.
it.
So, since we're talking about business, storefronts are a lot of work. I know a lot of people out there who have always talked about getting into having a boutique or something like that. Tell us a little bit about the trials and tribulations behind having an actual storefront, the promotions, the keeping people coming in the door.
So for me, I was located in Humble, which was very hard because
Mhm.
I'm in Humble, everybody's in Houston. The challenges that I had was that made me kind of hate the whole storefront thing is like if you got I was 2 doors down from a seafood restaurant.
Mm.
So they would go eat seafood and then come and eat crawfish and shrimp and then come try on clothes. So
Oh
that was
no.
one
Oh,
thing that I mean, and
them
you
red
can't
fingers.
right, and you can't be ugly. So that was one thing. I was like, oh my God. Or if someone goes to church and then they want to come after a funeral or whatever and they got makeup on and it's just like it's getting all over the clothes. So I
Yeah.
found myself losing more money in damages
Oh,
versus keeping the money. And then it was just like trying to have all kind of creative things to get customers coming in because I think because I started online is the reason why it was hard for me to have traffic coming in because I
Yeah.
started online. But I think if it was something that I actually started with a store first, then I think it'll be okay. But I love the online. I love the fact that we could just work and ship orders, focus on the orders, and ship them that way. Pretty much have my own schedule, where it doesn't feel like I'm working every day because that it's hard, and especially when you're in certain shopping centers, like the shopping center I was in, they wanted me open every day.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
I was like, now wait a minute, I gotta go to church on Sundays. But when you're that's different rules that you have in different shopping centers, different things that they require for you to be a part of their shopping center.
so sounds like it worked out best for you to be online, and you were
Yes,
able to save a lot of money, especially in
yes,
damages.
right. And damages and just like I found myself putting so much money out for rent and different things, but my money was made online.
All right.
Well, good job. Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Now I see that Tucker has joined on. I don't know if he has any questions, but we're gonna leave him right there. If he decides to pop himself in, he can do just that. I also wanted to talk about, since we are talking about businesses, are there any other hardships that kind of pushed you into starting this business? What made you kind of walk away from the corporate, or were you always an entrepreneur?
No, I was in corporate. I actually has an associate in the county, and I pretty much worked in oil and gas. And I went through a divorce, and then I got laid off, and so it was kind of like, oh God, I need to try to do something. But I always um did personal shopping, and then I had
Okay.
lost a lot of weight, and I was pretty much taking the clothes out my closet and reselling them. So after I sold out of all of that, I was like, okay, what can I do next? So after going through a divorce, and after I went through a divorce 2 weeks later, I lost my job. After leaving and everything, I got to where my back was against the wall. And so I was like, okay, God, I'm going to try to do this boutique thing and get everything going. So that's how I started the boutique of being an entrepreneurship. It was not easy. It was very hard because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't know what I was doing. I made a lot of bad mistakes with getting inventory. But once I got the hang of it and everything, it worked out well for me.
The inventory is something I feel like is really really hard too. The shipping. Is there any tips or keys that you could probably give people who are running into those issues right now with getting their product to the customer?
Well, one of the things that we're running into now is like customers. I mean, for example, like vendors shipping the items to us and then we're shipping things to customers. And it's different things that we're trying to do to keep the shipping costs down so that we don't have to charge more to the customer. But it's a lot of things that's going on with UPS and USPS that's making it kind of hard. They're losing packages, different things like that. So one thing I try to do is make sure that all of my packages are insured, so at least the customer can file a claim, and or even if I have the inventory, I could just reship it out to the customer. But that's some of the challenges that I'm facing, and of course with the hurricane, like I said, the post office didn't have lights for 3 days, so packages is sitting. So your the package is ready to go out, but it's like hoping that post office or UPS will come and pick up the packages because it's easy for me to go drop it off, but I'm not shipping 10 packages. I'm shipping 200 to 300 a day. So that's hard to go and drop it off myself. So
Right.
that's why I have contracts where they come and pick up the packages, but due to them being closed, like for the hurricane instance, it was very hard.
Okay. All right. Well, I think
Troublesome
everybody
times.
definitely needed to hear that. I'm glad that you are still pushing through. Tell everybody where they can follow you one more time. And I see Tuck popped himself on. He must have a question when it comes to.
ATL.
Oh, no question. Okay.
No
Please
question,
make
no
sure
question. But I do
you
like the
let us
story.
know where everybody can follow you.
You can
And I want you to tell me a little bit about National Fashion Week and how you keeping the plus size girls looking good for that. So go ahead and tell us where to follow you one more time.
You can follow me at Amari Boutique. That's IMAREBOUTIQUE. And for Fashion Week, we just have a lot of amazing pieces that's going to be dropping to keep everything like the customers like really shopping and having great fashion going into the fall. And then one thing that I'm working on next is giving back to a lucky teacher a makeover for her to start her school year off. So that's something that
Oh,
we will be announcing this week.
my friend's little boy already told his new teacher that she was pretty. So I hope they tell your teacher that too. He walked right in. He was like, "Oh, you pretty." So now they embarrassed,
I'm gonna
his
like this
mom is
class.
embarrassed. Like, boy, that is not how you start the year off. So
Right,
we
right.
got a long year with that. Well, Martha, is there anything else that you would like to tell us about? People, please go follow her. Please support her business. Y'all see, she is putting in the work behind the scenes, even through the storm, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you please, please, please support this lady. She is out here and with us and for the people. How about that?
Yes.
So I want to say this. Is there anything else important that you feel like people need to know right now? Any specials, anything coming up soon? Any event?
One thing I want to stress, and I stress this at my mentorship, but this has really been on my heart with everything that we went through for the hurricane. I have been watching a lot of people on social media suffer, a lot of business owners saying, "Oh, my lights was off. Oh, how I'm going to make it. Oh, I lost money." Make sure that you are covered. Make sure that you have business insurance. And that's a lot of things that a lot of customers don't do because they don't want to pay that fee every month. And if you have a business and God is blessing you to make money, make sure that you're covered and that you can protect the business. So that was one thing that I noticed that a lot of boutique owners and business owners complained the whole time with the hurricane. I was just like, y'all gotta get insurance. Like you can't make money and not be able to keep your money, or either have to take your profit and start all over. So that's one thing that has really been heavy on my heart, just watching entrepreneurs through this transition, especially if you're located in Houston and Louisiana. Make sure that you have business insurance so that your business is covered.
Business insurance is so important. Even regular insurance, ladies and gentlemen, has
Yes.
become a luxury.
All insurance, all insurance.
It's a luxury item. So many people feel like they can't afford insurance because the insurance companies out here raping people. I'm not. Don't get me started on the thing, but you need it,
Yeah.
okay? But you need it because something may happen and you need to be covered just in case because you don't want to put yourself in a bigger hole. You don't want to put yourself in a bigger hole not having.
Right. Right.
Okay?
That's true.
All right. Well, thank you so very much. I'm
Thank
glad that
you.
everybody got to meet this boutique. All right. So I definitely need you guys to go out, follow her. I put the banner up. I'm about to put it again. All these businesses here in Houston matter to us. She really matters to us. She's an African American woman out here trying to get it on her own. So please go and follow Martha E at I Marie
Lady Boutique.
Boutique. Okay. Is that how I say it?
Yes, ma'am. That's how you say it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us today on I'm Just
Thank you.
Saying.
Thank you all for having me. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Bye bye.
Bye.
Y'all,
Hey, you need to put the
business
link up.
been out here, business owners have been out here struggling through this hurricane and tornado season, if you will. It has been a lot. So please work with them. If they send you a message and say, hey, we had a power outage or we had this, that, and the other go on, you know, work with them. Please
Support if you
work with them.
can. Support if you can.
Okay. Now, what were you saying, Anthony?
Oh, I was gonna tell you, put the link up where people can chime in if they want to call and talk to her or talk to us and be part of the show.
Oh, shoot, I can't believe that I forgot to do that. So, if you would like to join the show live, please click the link in the comments and we will put you on here so you can make your comments.
Right there.
And I know most people normally want to join during touchy subjects. So get ready. I'm gonna get Tucker to post that link over here in the comments for me because he know I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
Just post the link over there for me. And if you would like, just click the link and we'll decide if we're going to let you in. Anthony, I saw that you were on there and you wanted to ask a question. Every single company out here wants investors. Everybody wants someone to work with unless they have been burnt before. Okay. And that happens a lot. People try to put their money into someone else's business, take over, run amok, or mess up their money. And that was why I did not want to ask her that, I don't want you to feel away because I didn't put your comment or do this, that, and the other. But I had to make sure that she did not feel away like she was being bamboozled on air. Okay. I'm just saying, I done been there. Okay. Been there, done that. Okay. Tucker, I was telling everybody about AUA 2024. The backpacks was gone, ladies and gentlemen. We were out there. We were in the heat. I really, really had to thank his friend Keisha. This was her first year at AUA, and she had the toughest spot. I don't know how she wound up there. I didn't realize at the time, but I was very grateful because nobody was coming back and complaining. She did an amazing, amazing job, and I was very happy for her being there and helping us out. So let me say that, okay? Because I was moving around, doing my thing, and then I was like, oh, what happened here? Look. That part. So thank you very much. Thank you, Basketball Realm. Thanks for joining on. Shout out to her for all her help. Thank you. Yes, she did. She was over there helping. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the link is up. We are about to get into some of our news topics. That was one of the reasons that I moved our interview section up. We need to be talking about Sonya Massey, ladies and gentlemen. I use this picture on purpose because a lot of people like to talk about the look of a person or this, that, and the other as to why something bad happened to them. I wanted to remove all of that, and I wanted you guys to see an African-American young girl or woman, a young woman who was basically attacked in her own home. She had a lot going on, and let's discuss it. Anthony, have you checked in on this case at all?
I'll give it to Tucker. Coach.
You gonna give it to Tucker. Is that what you're gonna do? Sonya Massey. Neither one of y'all checked in on the case. I'm gonna need to do it. You have?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Your mic, something is going on with your mic. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on there.
I'm gonna work on that.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, body cam footage was released of an attack on Miss Sonya Massey in her very own home by a police officer. I want to say we're going to say mental health issues. Is that safe to say? Tucker, do you think?
On one hand, yes, we can see her being fidgety. We can see her having issues, being erratic a little
Even if
bit.
it wasn't mental health and it was drugs, I think that police officers, I've said this very often, should be trained to deal with certain situations. And I know that that's where people are wanting to go with this, but that does not matter. When will we become safe in our own homes?
It's not even, I don't even think it's about them being trained. It's just them recognizing, just being like trained and not even deal with a mental patient or someone that may be having some mental issues. You don't have to deal with that, but just recognize, hey, this is that type of situation that I'm in. Because what's happening is this guy, and you'll see in the video, he was already ready for some action. Like he was ready to do something. He was
which don't get me wrong, that is a thing that is part of their job. They need to be ready. So
Yeah.
do not think that we're here and we're bashing cops. I have tons of cops that are friends, that are family, that I support in their work every day, but they see a lot more than what people know. And so it is hard, but that's why I say training has something to do with this. You need to be prepared to deal with somebody when they're not the norm, when they have a mental issue, when they have a drug problem, outside of killing them.
And you'll see it.
And also,
specifically says,
he's 30 years old, ladies and gentlemen. 30 years old. He's young. Again, once I watched the video, I did not feel like she was a threat. But did you watch the video, Tucker?
Yeah, I did.
Did you feel like she was threatening him, his body, his person?
Not at all. They were so far away from her to where there was no perceived threat, immediate threat there.
And we know what's going to happen here. You know, we're talking about it and we're discussing it, but we know what's going to happen here. They're going to say that he was doing his job. They're going to say he was doing his job, period. That's why he entered a non-guilty plea. He feels like he was in line with what his job said to do.
Because they give them so much leeway within the law, and it's so judgmental. And so that's the thing. Another thing is why we always have these type of issues when there's an election. Like, why does this always happen? Like, there are a few things we can always count on during the election: an economic crisis, a foreign crisis, and some domestic police killing. Right? Am I mistaken about that? Am I wrong?
You were definitely not wrong about that. Basketball Realm is saying over here that also they were talking about her being not only shot in the face. Okay, that's number one. That's bad. He was definitely looking for action.
He
tried to take her whole head off instead of her leg.
He said it.
Yeah. Then the other part was what was it? It says plus, I think. Oh, she was the one who called the police for help. And then you went in there and did this to her. So you should have known something was wrong then.
She called the police.
She was the one who called the police. So, yeah. And, wait. So they say the realm says that lady don't even make me feel threatened. Let's be real. Freaking cop out. Right. That you have to feel threatened to put someone in this type of situation. You gunned this lady down. It said, Anthony says, Chuck, right? It's always something going on during the. You're right. Now we've had an assassination attempt on the president. Let me sip on my cup on that because you know I don't believe that what happened. I believe it was bought and paid for.
I don't think so. We can have a debate on that, but
he could be dead. If a real sniper if a fake sniper could get that close, he could be dead. Let's be real. If a real sniper was sent to do the job, he could be dead.
Well,
that was this far from brain. That was this far from brain matter.
I think that was the fall guy. I think the fall guy, the guy they put up to it.
Right, that's paid. Somebody was paid.
The dude who died on the roof, that 20-year-old young kid was the fall guy for the real shoot.
Oh, you think that there was a completely separate?
That was a different shoot.
Okay, I was thinking.
You said the real shooter miss.
Listen, in my mind, I told y'all that I feel like, and this is I'm just saying opinion. Somebody was paid. I feel bad that other man lost his life trying to save his family, if you will. I feel bad about that. But somebody was paid here.
Yeah, and I think
y'all out there wearing the ear patches. That's what y'all gonna do to support y'all gonna wear the patches like the president-elect or whatever. That's not president-elect. He is only running for the president, so that's not president-elect. I want y'all to be catching me up on the terms. You know, sometimes I get them a little mixed up. Okay, but that's just crazy. Is It is definitely giving cult. That man can get y'all to do whatever he wants to. Okay. A real sniper wouldn't have missed. You're right. Absolutely correct. A real sniper would not have missed. And I think that this was a real sniper. And I think that he shot what he wanted to shoot on purpose. He got what he wanted.
I disagree.
I think that was very intentional, that he was not hurt for real. I think that the fist was intentional. I think all of that was intentional because I think he knew Kamala was coming.
No, I think the fist was
I think everybody knows that this was coming because I had said, you know what? They keep talking about Biden needs to step down. I said, why don't they let this girl have her little couple of months? They don't want to do it not because she's black. They don't want to do it because she's a woman. America is not ready.
I think they don't want to expose her. Because I think they know she ain't the move. You look how they had to get her in there. So let me ask you this. Kamala did not win when she was running for president against Joe Biden before.
Kamala, not Kamala like the rest of Kamala.
She did not win a single primary. She did not win a single primary, right? So they told you she's not popular. They were not like the only way for her to get this nomination, basically, is what I'm trying to say. The only way she would get this nomination is if Biden was to step aside. Democrats are trying to recreate this Obama-like spirit, and they're trying to do it within black women. I just think they got the wrong black woman, and I think all the other black candidates they were trying to prop up. I don't think she's black. She's not black. She's Jamaican and she's Indian.
We started this conversation off talking about what? What did we start off talking about? Do you even remember?
The fake sniper, he said.
No. Where did we really start?
Oh, where was Kamala and what's her position?
We started about we were talking about the young lady who lost her life.
We are still talking about Sonya. We went all the way in. Well, we were still talking about Sonya and how they migrated into this. I'm gonna put this up. Bam! Because guess who the next subject was? Because people cannot stop talking about it. People cannot stop talking about it. Da, 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 da. Sucker.
She's trash.
She say she's
a trash human being. She's a trash politician. She's a trash DA.
She's trash. Saying, y'all. I'm just saying. You wanted a real live conversation. We try to stay away from these political conversations, but y'all give us too much meat to talk about. I'm going to tell you, so many people have talked about how she has not been in the forefront, how she has not done X, Y, and Z as the vice president. And I know they do a lot of things to make it feel like the president is the one who is out there doing X, Y, and Z. What? Go ahead.
She had one job that we know she had. And she was
the Mexicans.
No, she was the border czar, right?
Don't say that, Anthony.
She was the border czar.
It's the border. It have nothing to do with Mexicans. There's so many people. There's so many more people coming across that wall. Coming across that area than Mexicans. It's not just Mexicans.
We see Africans, Indians,
Chinese that came over, Venezuelans. Man, it's
Africans.
You crank, man, come on,
y'all,
come on. We know
if you are just tuning in, this is our conversation. We're talking about the plight of America. We're talking about issues and things. We sparked into a whole conversation about the presidency, from talking about Sonya Massey, the things that happened to her. We have got to start changing these laws. We got to start putting the right people in place. And that's why everybody is so passionate about conversations like this. We need to be single for a little bit. I'm not going to lie. America needs to be single for a little bit.
No. Black people
the main reason colonizers, and I'm going to use that word, colonizers are
Oh, okay,
are
Kendra.
powerful
Okay,
is
Kendra.
because they whip you with the paperwork. They have already put it all in place to save themselves. It's not going to change. It's not going to change until you start living your life different. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry. Whatever. That's how I feel.
Vote. You gotta vote and you gotta read.
There you
You
go.
gotta read upon the people you voting.
I said
Read
change
up,
the paperwork, boy.
read upon the people you're voting for. That's the same thing. You changing the paperwork by reading upon the people you're putting in office.
Well, these
Right.
people not real, Anthony. These people are not real. These people are
That's
propped
fine.
up, propaganda, colonizing fools.
Well,
And if you read, if you do your
understand.
research,
You
if
gotta
you do
understand.
your research up on them,
In specific, okay? Who
oh, I'm
researching?
not either.
What you researching? What you researching?
You researching the
The
sheriffs, the
media, the media.
judges. No, I'm saying you do it yourself.
You're talking about on ground level. I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Yes. Before you put these people in office for the judges, the sheriffs, the mayors, and then you see who they support, who they backing before you put them in there. Because when you put them in there, then yeah, they gonna bring all they other foolish friends in, and then we're gonna have stuff like this with police brutality, police just killing people because nobody is actually doing a mental health check on the cops before they send them out there, making them aware of how to handle situations of the little girl that just passed away.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's why this becomes an emotional situation for us. This is not a factual, this
This
not
is
built,
real.
this is built on facts, and it creates emotion when there's no solution. There's really no
Oh,
solution. It doesn't feel like there's a solution.
It's just
The
really
media,
weird.
and then the media puts out what they want. Now we see all these pictures of all these wonderful things that Kamala did during such and such. We weren't seeing that during the presidency. We all
no.
thought she was kind of chilling and not really doing anything. We were
But
not seeing photos of her at the UN and doing. We know that someone was doing it, but we didn't see it.
We know she wasn't chilling. We know or knew that they didn't want her out there on Front Street. They used her as a puppet in the beginning, as a face to go everywhere and help Biden win the election. And once he
And
won
then
the election, huh?
all of a sudden she wasn't black anymore. All of a
She
sudden.
was nowhere anymore. They didn't talk about her. They didn't publicize about her. They didn't put a picture up. To our knowledge, she had died off.
she did her job
That's what she did. She did
to
her
get
job
the
was to
black
bring
people to
in the
vote.
votes. It was to get the votes.
Now
And
they
that's why I
replaced the
said
black vote.
all of
Now
a
they
sudden she was not black anymore. And I bet right now, hold on, Tucker. I bet right now they're telling her not to go in the sun too much. So she don't scare the other side off.
That ain't what they doing.
The realm says, man, we've been voting and marching and nothing has changed.
Because we've been voting with Democratic Party. We should not be in line with any party. We should let the party say, hey, what did we say? Hey, what are you gonna do for us? What are you gonna do for us? And roll that way. We shouldn't be aligning with any party.
What can you do for me?
This is exactly right in line with what you were saying. It says we have to organize in our own communities and stop waiting to be saved by the government that keep us in these positions.
I agree.
And that's true. And that's what I'm saying. We don't want to talk about the fact that these people, we have been colonized, period. There's no way to change that. I need to look up the definition. I need to reach out a definition on that before we get in this mess in a minute. Because it's almost time.
Colonizer.
Colonize. Okay. I like that somebody said that. That is true. It is true. We have been colonized. Okay. I'm going to read the rest of these comments, and then you guys know we have some other little topics to talk about. It says they can't be one way before they get in, and they sell their souls. Now they puppets. Laugh my ass off. Puppets or whatever. Y'all, I know that a lot of my family members and everybody else is going to be mad that I bashed the whole situation like this, but in my spirit of spirits, I do not feel like any of this is the answer. And I feel like because he got up there and he was stumbling and fumbling over his words, nobody was worried about her running before. Nobody, not one person, until the candidate made a bad representation and everybody was ready to throw him under the bus.
Let me ask y'all a question.
You were gone. Okay, you got to get
Right. And so that means, so let me ask you, how can you trust those same people that was telling you Joe Biden is fine for the last 2.5, 3 years? He's fine. He's model healthy. He's very smart. He's on his, he's spry and all this narrative that all the mainstream media was pushing for the last, and then they've been hiding him. You say they've been hiding Kamala, they've really been hiding Joe. Like Joe's been teleprompter reading, don't do, like they even hit him in a debate. They tried to hide him the best way they could without having a studio audience. That's the first debate that never had that hasn't had an audience. Where they do that? And so how can you trust this whole Democratic machine that's been lying to you for the last 2.5, 3 years about Joe Biden? And then they push this lady in front. They push this lady in front of you, right? And then if you go down her record of exactly what she's done as a politician, it's trash. It's trash.
It's stuff that definitely people will not be happy about. I don't even want to get into it because people will not be happy about it because she definitely stood on a platform of justice, if you will.
Lock them up, throw away the key.
I didn't want to go there, but she definitely stood on the platform of justice.
Though.
And I know many of us definitely do not want to hear that.
Check her record in California.
You
as the prosecutor, head prosecutor.
She suppressed evidence for an innocent man to go free. So she basically withhold evidence from the DA, or from the defense, as the DA. I mean, this lady is corrupt as it gets, and
colonizer.
Her only claim to fame, as far as her being pushed in front of the people to be voted for, is that she's a minority hire. She's basically a DI hire. That's basically.
We're gonna get off of this because they probably gonna shut the show down again. Look, because we don't know how to keep our mouths shut. Every once in a while it slips out. That's why the name of this show is I'm Just Saying. If you are just tuning in, or this is something that interests you, please take time to follow us at IJS Live on Instagram. We do also have I'm Just Saying Live on Facebook. And we would love to have you, okay? Comment on whatever we got going on. We're gonna pause that conversation because, like I said, soon as YouTube get wind of that, we down. Look, they gonna take it away. Okay, so we're going to talk about some other relief efforts going on right here in the city of Houston. We're going to talk about Miss Beautiful Megan Thee Stallion. She launches an emergency power program in Houston for seniors affected by the hurricane. Gentlemen, how do we feel about this? We've heard Trey the Truth and his relief gang, and he coming to the rescue, this, that, and the other. But the power surges, the power outages, the power rolling, everything has become such a problem here in the Houston area because there are so many people here. Let me not negate that fact. There are a ton of people here. For anybody who does not know, Houston is getting newbies every day.
Hey, we full.
Go away.
We close.
Wait, listen, and that's coming from two people who came from the outside.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna give it to you first. Then the Houstonian gonna give it to you first. We full.
We close. No vacancies.
Every apartment complex. We full. Okay, period. So I want to give a big shout out to Meg Thee Stallion for doing this, especially when it comes to power. How effective? I got to ask this. How effective do you think something like this could really be? Can she get the lights back on? I'm going to read the details in just a second.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say.
Before I get into the details, how effective do you think a rapper? And so rappers can just come out here and get likes for the old people, or what? How's the recovery?
Hey,
So
it's
that was my initial question, because I like to think through.
yes,
So it says that
yes.
shout out to the stallion because the elders were passing due to this. That is so true. I was so sad watching those people on the news every day saying how people were giving them a runaround, not helping them in such a great time of need. My husband was helping elderly up the street. You know, he couldn't get out the neighborhood because the tree was blocking it. He was up the street. So can you imagine these people with no families, nobody to help them, and then they do finally get a hold to somebody, and nothing happens. Medical, that people are losing their lives because they cannot keep their medical things active. The beds, not
Yeah,
working. The CPAP machines not working at night so they can breathe.
yeah. So the rappers, a lot of time, just like any other entertainer, if they use their platform, not saying all the time, but sometimes they can use their platform, and you rest assured, Urquhart,
Erica
all the light company,
currently.
any of them, they do not want that bad publicity. So when they have that publicity out there, if it's Megan Thee Stallion, or if it's Scarface from back in the days, or Lil J, or whomever, they don't want that bad publicity. So they're gonna do what they got to do. Like when Trey, what's his name, Trey the Truth is out there, they trying to get the power turned on in all them areas that he went through. Because when they get to talking about these people over here dying, these people don't have power, that's bad media, and that looks bad on their behalf. So now you got the country talking about it, not just the people over here in our country. We talking about the UN. Be like, hey, y'all can't take care of your own people over there. What's the problem? They don't want that bad publicity.
Now, I wanted to bring this up because, and I asked the question of, I know that people are going to be concerned with how much this can actually help, because it's still raining here. Things are still going on. We don't know the way things have been going. We don't know if the power going to go out again tomorrow. Okay.
Some of
People's things were flickering on and off. They were still doing repairs, all kinds of stuff. So basically what Meg the Stallion did was she decided to do, instead of, like trying to deal with the light companies for emergency power, that she did it through her Pete and Thomas Foundation. And what they decided to do was provide generators for senior citizens across Houston and enable them to access electricity during future natural disasters. So I don't know how many of these generators went out. I think it was I don't know how many went out. Let me just say that. I don't know a real number. She teamed up with Bread of Life, which is another place that does a
right.
lot of stuff, not only for the homeless, feeding and doing all kinds of people, but they gave out these generators. And I have no idea, because it did not say, this is why I like to talk about stuff like this. It did not say how you go about getting these generators. So I'm going to say that you contact Bread of Life, because I know you can't contact me.
And them generators are not cheap, but I applaud them for looking after the people.
So, but how you get
I
them?
think it's important.
Nothing on the news in regards to Houston Chronicle or anything like that. These people who posted the story, I do not see how you actually get. I did not find how you actually get one of these generators for your elderly parent or whatever like that. So, if you guys out there could help us, we would love to be able to share that with people that we know, because we know people here in Houston who are elderly and would love to have one of those generators, but I didn't see it posted anywhere.
What were you getting ready to say, Tuck?
I just think it's important when entertainers and people, when you give back, similar to kind of what we do, is when you give back, you want to make sure it has a direct impact on people's lives. You don't want to have give this generic thing, kind of like what Microsoft does or what anything. Like, you want to have a direct impact on people's lives, and that way what you're doing is making a difference. And so I applaud Meg on that.
Yes, I applaud her too, and that's why I said I think it's amazing. So again, where's the link? Let me find that link. I'm just saying. Period. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to keep pushing right along, and it is time for our information. It says, be true to yourself, even if it means riding solo for a little while. The right people will come through eventually, even if that is just your husband. I'm sorry. I had to say that. Y'all know that I struggle with this one right here. Okay, I'm gonna read it one more time. I'm gonna read it one more time. Be true to yourself. Y'all gotta love yourselves, even if it means riding solo for a while. The right people will come through eventually. Gentlemen, what do y'all have to say about that?
I think that's another way to say you attract what you are.
Oh, is that what? I don't know about that, Tuck.
I mean, I think it is. I think if you stay true to yourself, the people that don't rock with you will eventually vacate, right? Or you will eventually vacate them, opening up that space for the people that supposed to be in your life for what move you on. So if you got
my space seems to stay open. My space stay open. So I don't know what I must be attracting nothingness. No one.
It's not true.
I attract few. The few can stick around. Okay, that part. How about you guys? So do guys have this big issue of keeping that small circle of friends? Do you feel like?
No, because we cut them off.
So y'all cut people off that you don't feel like
Everybody is not for us. I mean, everybody is what they say for a time, a moment, a season, or whatever. And it's like a puzzle. Everything doesn't fit. If they for you, they're gonna fit like a glove, and everything will be what they say is gonna gel. It's gonna be good. And if they don't,
yeah, you don't want people to be exactly the same.
I don't want just yes men and nobody around me. Like I want ability around me. You know what I'm saying?
They're not exactly the same, but they pretty much are like-minded. Even though they have different minds, they are like-minded. They have goals and they set for their goals.
I'm gonna say this: I'm always okay with people not being like-minded because I like the banter. You know, I like to hear what your reasoning is in behind the way you feel. Like I like those things. I like that to be there, and I don't want you to have to be exactly the same way as me. But sometimes, sometimes.
The people that are in your life, they pretty much are still like-minded as you. You not hanging out with a bunch of I don't know how to give examples, but the people in the category or the people you deal with, they pretty much on the same category you on or higher. You're not dealing, and I'm not trying to talk down on certain people. You're not dealing with people that's like riding the bus every day, all the day with no aspirations, no goals, no nothing. They just like puppets. They just doing what they told. You're not dealing with those type of people. You're dealing with people that can think outside the box.
But sometimes you feel like you are. People have reached a certain status and they've gotten comfortable and they can't understand why you keep pushing. You understand what I'm saying? They might not be the bus. It might be another stagnant situation.
You're not dealing with those type of people, though. It's like dealing with a toddler. Adults not hanging with children or toddlers, having conversation with toddlers, talking about yo gabba gabba. You're not doing that. You talking about building a life, building something for your future or whatever. That's what I'm generally getting at. And like I say, I'm not talking down on anybody.
Building the future. My machine came today.
Well, amen, Abs.
Come on now. Body by TT will be open soon, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all be ready. I'm gonna get the ladies fine, okay? I mean, fine,
oh my God.
That's what we're gonna be doing over here, okay? So just be on the lookout. The page coming soon. You can book your spot, lady. 30 minutes. You can relax while you get you some abs. Come on with it, okay? That part. Because I'm always trying to get the money together. This will be on my mind, okay? Up next, ladies and gentlemen, look, we're gonna do this. Before we get into the touches, that's what make me wonderful. Because because I'm gonna come up with a way to get some money. And I'm ready. I got my M sculpting machine today. Okay, it's here. If you want to come over here, you can get a deal today. Okay, put it in the comments. We're gonna test some things out today. Okay.
Hey, we're gonna get Zenobia and A Polly over here to start with them.
Body by TT is up and running. Okay, we ain't gonna do it with no Zenobia now. We need to do a little something with a little structure.
Hey,
No,
she gonna be all right.
Stop, because she gonna watch this show. Just
I
stop.
know. Come on over here, Nobi. We got you. Say Body by TT, baby.
Oh my god. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna kick off the touchy subject with this. Loyalty. Okay, and I use the Bible's definition of loyalty. Okay, in the Bible, loyalty is a relational concept that involves a commitment to someone or something, even in difficult times. It can also mean putting another person's interest above one's own. Okay, I'm gonna read that one more time because I want y'all to tell me, like we always do, if you agree with this definition of the word loyalty. In the Bible, loyalty is a relational concept that involves a commitment to someone or something, even in difficult times. It can also mean putting another person's interest above one's own. Now, let's get into today's touchy subject. But before I do, fellas, do we feel like that is an actual definition of, or is there something we need to change before we get into the touchy subject?
No, I'm just glad you said it's from the Bible. Like as a Bible definition, yes.
From the Bible. This is the Bible.
Yeah.
And outside the Bible?
Outside the Bible, that's a word salad. That has no definition.
Loyalty has no definition outside of the Bible?
What that definition was a word salad. Because
I use that one. I use that one for a reason. If you would like, you could pull up the definition of regular loyalty. Go right ahead. Everybody take your time. Do what you need to do. If you want to be. Okay. So the realm says agreed. Okay. Anthony, how about you?
Oh, I believe in that 100%.
Okay. Tell everybody about today's touchy subject. I know. I was laughing about that. My machine not gonna work on nobody big. Yes, it will. Take that down. Everybody can come. I'm getting rid of that. All sizes. I'm getting rid of that stuff to be hanging over your bra. I'm gonna make that work out. Watch me.
What they say, one size fits all. It works for everybody.
That's a lifestyle thing right there.
Yeah. This is definitely gonna be a lifestyle changing business. So let's get it. TT. Okay.
Body by TT.
You know, well, now I'm gonna have to give me an outfit. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Outfit.
Yeah. Make sure it's a bright color too. Anyway,
we gonna mind our business now. Business that pays you. Okay. Now listen. Go ahead, Anthony, and tell us about the touchy subject that we heard this week. So tell us a little bit about it. I'm gonna discuss it real quick because we are way past time limit, but we're just having fun with this thing today because we haven't seen you guys in a while. Somebody said that they wanted to see us a little bit longer. We're gonna do it just like this, and we're gonna keep on from now on because I'm gonna try to work my schedule out. I was struggling trying to get a new job. I was struggling a little bit, but I'm all right now. So let's go.
Okay.
Anthony.
All right. So the other day, Janelle and I, we were sitting up and we overheard a conversation. So a young lady was engaged to a guy and they were engaged for a good while and she ended up breaking off the engagement. So after she broke the engagement off, her sister announced that she will be getting married within a year. But the other sister never met the sister's boyfriend. So when they have their, what is it called? The dinner, the pre-wedding dinner, everybody's sitting there and the sister sees her new sister's fiance, and it happens to be her ex-fiance who the sister is getting married to. So she say something to the parents about it, and the parents, the mom and dad, was telling her that she need to get over it. You already remarried. You shouldn't worry about your sister. You should want your sister to be happy. But the thing is, this is your older sister's ex fiance. So how long had y'all been dating? And is that what Tennille had considered loyalty? Because now, why are you marrying your sister's ex? And
So
the parents was telling
I'm
the
presenting.
parents was telling her that, like I stated, she need to get over it. She just need to be happy for her sister. She is being selfish.
Hold on. Let me just say
Wait,
this.
I know you did not start just shaking your head.
He's shaking his head. He's agreeing. Let me say this about a situation. If I find out my sister is screwing somebody that I used to screw, I'm definitely gonna tell her, "Hey sis, I already did that. Move her. He ain't no good or he whatever." I'm gonna tell her whatever information I feel like I have because that's my sis. That's my blood, and I really don't want him back around like that. Probably, most likely. So in this situation, it's an engagement. So somebody knew. The family had to have known.
Oh, the sister knew.
The mama knew. The daddy knew.
Yeah,
Nobody
they knew. They all
told
knew.
her. So is this a breach of loyalty? Because they all decided not to say nothing to her until this very moment.
No.
What? You
No,
supposed to hide this from her?
Because who
She remarried. Now she's married now with
right.
someone else. Has
So
a family.
why you worry about who wants screwing that? You done married, you off the market, it's over with for you. Go and raise your family.
So you want to be at all your family functions with somebody you used to be fucking, Tucker? Tell the truth. Let me just put it straight like that. You want somebody else that you used to be screwing at all your family functions.
I wouldn't care.
We don't know if this man had vendetta in his heart.
I wouldn't care.
What? Oh, you strong.
I moved on. What don't worry about you for? I don't give
The
a what y'all doing.
this is
My brother.
Sister know it was her sister's ex. Now you know she did. You know she did. She probably was. So what Anthony did not tell y'all, because I like to add a little whatever. When the sister was dating this guy, the younger sister had been dating him for a year before they broke up. This is petty and this is cruelty. And this is not.
So the younger sister was dating him before.
The younger sister felt like he was a good man and been talking to him a year before the other two before he broke it off with the sister.
So she was messing with the dude while she was with the sister? While he was with the sister?
yes, yes.
That's trifling.
Oh, when that was already a disloyal bitch there. So, what are we talking about?
That's her little sister. And not only did she do that, her parents co-signed the bullcorn. And that's what I'm saying. In my mind, this is a breach of loyalty. Let's read what loyalty said again. In the Bible.
See that's different.
Relational concept that involves a commitment to someone or something, even in difficult times. Let me tell you right now, you can like my man, you could this, that, and the other, and you might even tell me that you got a little crush on him because you my little sister. I can get with that. But you gonna go screw him, marry him, and do the whole thing, and got my parents lying to me too. Yeah, I'm gonna feel played.
No. That sister, the little sister, she got some feelings about that big sister. Don't get that twisted.
You say she got what?
She got some feelings about that big sister. She don't like her. She jealous of her. Something going on.
She got long hair and light skin or something.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay, so we have family is the most unloyal, but I would have to talk to my sister. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Nah, they were screwing before. That's what I'm saying. See, it would have been different had they been after the fact, all right, y'all over with. Now we doing our thing. Cool. But now you were messing with the dude from the jump, from the end. You know what I'm saying? While they were messing
Anthony
around.
says, sound like he a good man and all the women want him. LOL.
Yeah. Going through the whole family. Mama better watch out.
Hey, for real. The mama getting it next. Lord Jesus, help us all. And then daddy gonna be mad. Daddy gonna be feeling like somebody was disloyal to him. Oh my God.
Let's speak about the parents. So the ending of the story is the mom and daddy told her if the big sister didn't get over it, that they was gonna cut her off financially.
And she wasn't invited to the wedding.
I mean, she shouldn't be though. If she gonna flip out, she nutted up like that.
What? This my sister. Sisters are normally your maid of honor. And you're not gonna invite your sister to your wedding. She can't come. She can't bring her
That's
family.
what I'm telling you, because
nephews can't come to your wedding.
But that makes my point. She's already feeling some kind of way about her sister. Like, that's why you married this dude. That's why you married.
Shocked, Tucker. She is shocked and appalled that her family is this grimy. It's more fish in the sea.
Now hold on. Pause.
But she already married now.
Pause. I want to get this framed right. It's the two sisters' parents, right?
Yes.
That is from the big sister. So evidently they wanted. So they have a thing about old dude too. So they like the old dude. The little sister like the old dude.
He made his way back in the family. That's why I say I think this man had a vendetta.
Yeah, and he definitely had a vendetta. And it sounds like this family's well off, right?
It said this must be a money thing. That's what Anthony said. He said it must be a money thing. Got to be. They was trying to keep that money in the family.
That's how I am. Leave it at that. That's what it is. It's a money play.
I guess they felt like the big sister married off well. She's good. Let's take care of the little
We need to get this little one.
Good, because we already know somebody who is great. Y'all been dating for a while. Y'all might as well come on out in the open with it. They invited her to this party to get situated and jiggy with it, and here we go. Here we go. The parents already gave him the green light, so he good. The sister have to get over it. It's one man to every 20 women in the world. You know what? That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. And I also feel like this is some small town drama.
It is.
He's somewhere close.
She did it wrong for fucking with the dude while they was engaged.
She wrong for that.
That's the part that's fucked up about the story.
You know, I know a family where the husband of a sister messed with the other sister and made a whole baby. They brothers and the baby is brother and nephew. I mean brother and brother and cousin. Brother and cousin at the same time. Okay. So I have seen this in real life. I've seen this happen. They were married, cheated with the sister, had a whole baby, and everybody just act like the nigga ain't got no daddy. It's bad. So, ladies and gentlemen, be careful out there. I normally ask for everybody's final comment, but I think we're all in agreement with, loyalty was definitely breached because the sister was out there getting it before you even left the man. But I really think that the family here, in my eyes, was wrong because they did not tell her. They try to wait till it's time for the wedding. Don't surprise me with nothing. This been going on for years, clearly. Y'all could have been let this out the bag, and then I wouldn't be acting crazy right before the wedding.
Hold on, Tania. Why is you just now meeting the dude at the wedding? Like, why is this just now a thing? Like, y'all sisters. So
she may live out of town. They may have a strange relationship. She kept it secret on purpose, Tucker. She did not want her to know. She wanted to see where things were gonna go with him. And she let her parents know. The parents also hid it. So
sister ain't shit, parents ain't shit.
I like the comment the parents gave him the green light. Boy, that's tough right there.
That
That
is
is
true.
tough. It's not about the NIGGAs. It's principle too. If we blood sisters, and that's what I'm saying. That's the only reason why I have a problem with this. That's your sister, and something is wrong with y'all's relationship. If your sister could not come to you and say, "I'm finna smash this dude," because he looked good, he got that money, he's some you could have gave any excuse. That's your sister. You should have talked to your sister before it came time for a wedding. That been out. And I would have said, okay, go on, run it. You know what I'm saying? If you really feeling the way about it, I'm through. Go ahead. But at least give me the opportunity to say that or to give you that green light.
Green light.
She snuck behind her back. The parents snuck, because I'm sure they didn't had dinners, outings, all kind of stuff.
Yes.
I don't know if they live out of town. I don't know anything. They've done all of this behind her back.
You know,
It was a year before they even broke up. Before he even broke up with the sister. He was messing with both of them.
He was sampling.
Uh-oh. He was getting the milk for free. Say, oh, they got two daughters.
I'm getting in one way or another.
And I wouldn't be shocked if the mama was doing some, or he was real flirty with the mama, real nice. I wouldn't doubt it. The mama like him too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come on.
Period. It says, or nobody's saying this. Maybe he land. Well, we already know that. He got to have that. The pipe is getting laid, okay? And that's what everybody mad about.
Peter Piper.
Yeah.
If the pipe wasn't laid, the older sister wouldn't even be tripping.
The older sister wouldn't even be mad, but the older sister is upset.
She know what little sister did.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been I'm Just Saying Live. You can follow Real Coach Chuck on Instagram, and you can follow Call Me In, and you can definitely follow at IJS Live, where you will find Tania. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another wonderful episode. We will catch you again on next week with another great guest, and I cannot wait. We are back up and running. We live, and we cannot wait for you to come and share your business with us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm Just Saying Live, and we'll see you next Wednesday at 6:15. Bye-bye.
Keep hitting them with that mule.
Oh my goodness.
Third leg walking. That third leg be walking sometimes.
That leg is clearly walking.
Welcome to all of my friends and family.